And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today. As always, we are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to twitch.tv/Takes by Fans. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. So however you want to watch or listen, we've got you covered multiple ways. Alrighty, today is a big old Tuesday. We're going to be continuing on with our draft grades. We've got to kind of try to have to finish these up quickly because we've got the schedule released tomorrow, and I definitely want to spend some time on that. But there's really just no room in the show today. I don't even know if we're going to get to grading the NFC North teams today because, folks, we have to talk about this freaking Tim Tebow situation because it's looking clearer and clearer that he is actually going to get signed. That's something that we did not want to happen. We kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago when it first got brought up, but we really thought it was just kind of a nonsense thing. But now it's really starting to seem like it's going to happen, and I am just disgusted. I'm disgusted, truly, that's going to happen. I cannot believe it. And now we lost just so much respect for Urban Meyer. We liked the draft. We liked the aggressiveness of taking, Travis Etienne in the second round. In the first round with their second pick. We absolutely loved that aggressiveness. But now he went and is going to get Tim Tebow, and we're going to talk about it. So. Don't know how far of other topics we're going to get today on the show, but we're planning, breaking down the NBA, doing our moneymaker, looking at the NFC North grades. So, and we've got a lot of stories to talk about, even just after the Tim Tebow one. But let's just jump right into it, folks. Let's get into the dirt. Here we go. Well, here it is, folks. Here it is. We thought this was a little fake at the beginning. We kind of, talked about this a couple weeks ago, that Urban Meyer was kind of thinking about signing Tim Tebow, and we hated that idea, but we thought it was maybe a little bit of a publicity stunt to kind of get ready, get all the energy pumping about the Jags, because this was coming out before the draft. So we thought maybe this was just to kind of emphasize, pump up, get everybody pumped up about the season, the draft, all that. But now we're still talking about it, and it seems like it's really going to happen. So here it is. The Jaguars are planning to sign Tim Tebow to a 1-year deal to play tight end. What the hell are we doing, folks? What the hell is this? What are we turning this league into, folks? He has not played in 9 years. He hasn't been playing football in 9 years. 9 years removed from a sport, and he thinks he can just come in, step right back in, and be good in a position he has never played. Folks, he was not a tight end in college. He was a quarterback. He was not a tight end in the NFL. He was a quarterback. Remember, after, the Denver Broncos got rid of him for a quarterback, then he kind of went around to the Patriots, and the Patriots were like, why don't you play tight end for us? And then he was like, no, I want to play quarterback. And then the Patriots are like, okay, you could play quarterback, but not for us, so get out of here, please. And then he went to the Jets, and that was one season, and then he went to go play baseball, and then he didn't get to the major leagues. He was in the minor leagues. He came to my local minor league baseball team. I went out and saw this man play. He was not that good. I don't even think he barely played that game either. But either way, he tried to play baseball for the last 9 seasons. That didn't work out, so he went to be like a college football analyst on ESPN, and we just heard ESPN firing a lot of their kind of talent, and now Tim Tebow, little jobless out here, wants to try and go back to the NFL, and it seems like it's working because he's about to get signed to a 1-year deal. So what the hell is Tim Tebow, folks? So we have a lot to discuss about this man, so let's just kind of start at the basics. Tim Tebow, the quarterback. Was he good? Was this man a good quarterback in this league? Let's find out. He's not. Spoiler alert, he's absolutely garbage. But let's, give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's watch some tape. Let's look at the stats. Let's see what this man was all about. So let's first start with the stats. Tim Tebow, yes sir, 6'2" quarterback, 236 pounds. But let's see what he was doing here. Already 3 short years in the NFL. Obviously, his first season with the Broncos, he only played 3 games, went 1-2, 50% completion percentage, 654 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But, we could take that as, first season, never really started the entire year, so we can kind of give him, a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. Let's see what he did his second season when he played. He started 11 games. So this is, really the 1 year, one kind of complete year that Tim Tebow has played in the NFL. So not only do we have a 9-year removed player trying to come back to the league, we have a 9-year removed player who has really only started at one season. Look at these games started. 3 games started in 2010, 11 games started in 2011, and 2 games started in 2012. Folks, that is 16 games started. So the man has only played 1 season in the NFL ever since 2010. He's only played 1 full season in 11 seasons worth of games, folks. And he wants to try and come to a new position that he's never played before. Alrighty, here we go. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I guess I don't want to, and I'm trying not to, but I guess I have to if we want to be, impartial. But he's trash. He's just trash. But here we go. 2011. 11 games started. He went 7-4. Alrighty, not bad. You were winning games. You were winning games, so we can kind of give you the benefit of the doubt. But look at these stats, folks. 46% completion percentage in 2011 when he played the majority of the season. Absolutely, folks. 46% completion percentage is the worst I think I've ever seen, folks. I don't know if I've ever seen a lower one playing 11 games in a season. So 46% completion percentage is 1,000% unacceptable, folks. Unacceptable. 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So he has at least one good thing, right? We like at least 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, and he did that. 12-6. We'll take that as 2-to-1, but it's absolutely trash to only 12 touchdowns. But 46% completion percentage is absolutely garbage, folks. So we obviously can't compare his stats to Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they just blow right past him. We all know this. But who is probably the worst bust of a quarterback in NFL history? Ryan Leaf. Let's see what Ryan Leaf was putting up. I mean, the number 1 overall pick, guaranteed to be real good. And he completely floundered. Once again, played 3 seasons just like Tim Tebow did. Only started 21 games. So basically like Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow started 16. Ryan Leaf started 21. But let's see what Ryan Leaf did in his first year in 1998, folks. 1998. He started 9 games, went 3-6. This is Ryan Leaf. He had 45% completion percentage. That's the trash we're talking about. Ryan Leaf. Tim Tebow is Ryan Leaf, folks. Do y'all not get this? Do y'all not understand? 45% completion percentage his first year. Now, the one thing that Ryan Leaf was absolutely god-awful at was the touchdown to interception ratio. We're looking at 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. This man's like -7. I don't even know how you do that, but he did it. 2 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. So, yes, Tim Tebow wasn't throwing all those picks, but when we're looking at completion percentage, he's Ryan Leaf, folks. Then at 2000, took 1999 off, obviously, because he was so trash. He started 9 games again, went 1-8, 50% completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. Once again, just absolutely trash. But this is kind of the quarterback talent that we're looking at. He is Ryan Leaf, folks, 100%. So, absolutely trash stats. We can all agree these are never good. These don't even look good. I don't even know how, honestly, he won 7 games in 2011. I know they were all kind of come back from behind wins. They would get down in the fourth quarter and he would magically win. Folks, that's what Drew Lock was doing this year. They were losing the entire game. Then he came back in the fourth quarter and won. And, it's kind of a coincidence that Drew Lock was with the Broncos last season. So Drew Lock is better than Tim Tebow, but they win the same, winning at the end of the fourth quarter when they were already kind of getting blown out in a miraculous, kind of defense lacking off. You can kind of get a quick score, then momentum changes, and then you capitalize. So Tim Tebow's not just winning games. But then the one argument that I'm sure I've heard it, I mean, I was tweeting yesterday about how trash this man was, and then all the rebuttals that I was getting, and I'm sure you heard them, or maybe you've even said this, oh, he won a playoff game. He won a playoff game. And he did. Technically, officially, he did win a playoff game. So let's get to that real quick. Let's see the playoff game win from Tim Tebow, because it was absolutely trash, folks. So here we go. It's in 2011 AFC wildcard game. So first round of the playoffs. Tie game against Pittsburgh going into overtime. Denver wins the toss. They receive. And this is the first play coming out of overtime, folks. They kneel the ball. They get it to the 20-yard line. And let's see how Tim Tebow ends up winning this playoff game. So here we go. Here we go. Ball snapped, garbage play action that all the Steelers bite on, go to Demaryius Thomas over the middle, and that is just Demaryius Thomas taking it for the rest 50 yards, because this man is great. This man's a great wide receiver. We're going to talk about him a little bit more in a second, but let's go back to this play, folks. First of all, it's just this defense all crashing down. I don't know what they were probably imagining run, because, I mean, why would we be defending the pass against Tim Tebow? He's just garbage. I would not respect this man's arm. I'm playing the run all day. So we see all of the linebackers, everybody's first step is to the line of scrimmage, because they think it's going to be a running play, because they're not respecting Tim Tebow. I would not respect him either. So they all take a first step up. Tim Tebow sees that. He recognizes it. Now, that's great. He recognized, everybody blitzing, so he just kind of, tosses it to Demaryius Thomas over the middle. It's a good throw. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking Tim Tebow 1,000%. I'm knocking him 99.9%, okay? You can still do some things good while always being trash. I'm sure Ryan Leaf had a good series. I'm sure. So here we go. Tim Tebow to Demaryius Thomas. Wide open. Unfortunate. Is that Troy Polamalu too? Did he get burned against Tim Tebow? I think of him as one of the greatest kind of safeties of all time. I think that's him right here. I see the hair. So that's a little knock on Troy Polamalu of getting burned by Tim Tebow. Never a good look. But it's just Demaryius Thomas able to speed to finish this play. And then let's also look at one more thing on this play, the play action kind of fake attempt. It's trash, folks. I mean, look at this lackadaisical play action attempt by both Tim Tebow and the running back here. So here we go. This is the fake, folks. This is the fake. Here we go. Look at Tim Tebow's hands. Barely gets it even into the stomach of the running back. Nobody's really selling it that much. It's just the Steelers defense was just expecting the run, because why would you not? It's Tim Tebow. I'm not going to respect his arm, especially in overtime. I'm saying, oh my goodness, this man's so trash. They're probably just going to run the ball, maybe rely on their defense to get a takeaway if they have to go 3 and out here. So yeah, I mean, I agree with the Steelers kind of, thinking on this play of it's going to be a run, so let's try to maybe blitz a little bit. And then it's just unfortunate that, he's able to kind of, beat the last man of defense right there with a nice stiff arm, get that separation. So yes, officially, Tim Tebow won a playoff game. We just saw it right here. It's in his stats. He's got one playoff win. Fantastic for the man. Not everybody has a playoff win. But what did he do the following game? What happened in the second game that nobody ever likes to talk about? He got absolutely blitzed by this Patriots team. Let's go to the official stats of what Tim Tebow did in the second round of the playoff game. First, let's go back to the wild card game and tell you his stats for that game that we just saw of him hitting Demaryius Thomas over the middle. So in that game, he threw 47% completion percentage. He had 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. A lot of those yards coming on that last play. That's 80 yards to give this man. So 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, not turning the ball over. I'll give him that in the playoff game. Fantastic. Very well done. But we're talking about 47% completion percentage. Folks, he completed 10 passes for the entire game. 2 passes every single quarter. That's 8 right there. And then one more in overtime, and then he threw 3 completions in one quarter sometime in that game. So just absolutely trash. And then he goes to New England and gets absolutely murdered 45-10. Folks, he lost by 35 points. His completion percentage was 34%, absolutely garbage, 136 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and he also fumbled one. So, he fumbled the ball. Absolutely trash. still able to turn the ball over. So, just absolutely not good by this man. Garbage stats, not getting it done. Yes, he won against the Steelers. That's not a strong argument, in my opinion. It's more of the Steelers' defense losing than Tim Tebow winning. And then just got absolutely blew out by the Patriots. And I do want to watch this game in a little bit. This Patriots... I've got it right here, the highlights of the 2011 AFC divisional game against the Broncos and the Patriots, and I want to get to that in a second, but for a different reason. So let's go back to Tim Tebow in this kind of 2011, his only real good season here, and let's see what he was doing with his wide receivers. Was he making his wide receivers better? Let's see what he was doing. So in the 2011 season, he had 3 good wide receivers for his squad. The first one we just saw, Demaryius Thomas. That was 2011, and that was his worst season. That was his second worst season of all time after 2011 when he moves off of Tim Tebow. Well, let's talk about the 2011 season with Tim Tebow. He had 551 yards, all right? And then after Tim Tebow, he's right up there with 1,000 yards, 1,400 yards the year after Tim Tebow, 1,400 yards 2 years after Tim Tebow, 1,600 yards 3 years after Tebow, 1,300 yards 4 years after Tim Tebow, 1,000 yards 5 years after Tim Tebow, and then he dips a little bit at 940, but he had that nice stretch, his nice prime of not having Tim Tebow as a quarterback, able to get it done. Also, his catch percentage was off the charts after. His catch percentage was 45% with Tim Tebow, so Tim Tebow absolutely throwing garbage passes all the time. We knew that with the completion percentage, and it's reflected in the catch percentage by Demaryius Thomas as well. 45% in 2011, and then what happens for those next 5 years where he was putting up 1,000+ yards receiving every single year? 65% catch percentage, 64%, 60%, 59, a little dip there, 62%. That's what he was doing in that nice 5-year stretch of catching 1,000 yards receiving every single year. So Tim Tebow is making, receivers that are great A1 tier 1 receivers into garbage, tier 2, tier 3 wide receivers. So Demaryius Thomas elevated his game outside of Tim Tebow. Let's go to Eric Decker, another wide receiver during that 2011 season. Once again, having one of his worst years. He had 612 yards receiving in 2011. And then the year after Tim Tebow, 1,000 yards. 2 years after that, 1,200. 3 years after that, 900. 4 years after that, 1,000 yards receiving. Once again, these receivers elevating their play with other quarterbacks other than Tim Tebow. Once again, his catch percentage goes up. He had 45% catch percentage in 2011, that season with Tim Tebow, and then immediately the next season he jumps up to 69%, 64%, 64%, 60%. So once again, another wide receiver elevating his play outside of Tim Tebow. But these aren't the only 2 weapons that elevated their play outside of Tim Tebow. Let's go to Eddie Royal. He actually had his worst season with Tim Tebow ever, and he was playing in Denver before Tim Tebow. So the 2 years before Tim Tebow, or the 3 years, 2008, he had 980 yards, 345 yards in 2009, and then back to being pretty decent with 627 yards in 2010. Then comes Tim Tebow in the 2011 season where he played the majority of the games, 155 yards and 38% catch percentage, the lowest yards he's ever had in his career, and the lowest catch percentage he's ever had in his entire career, folks. So absolutely trash. Tim Tebow makes wide receivers absolutely garbage, folks. He does not elevate any play. So we're getting back to just kind of the main point here of Tim Tebow, the one position that he was actually trained to do through the college system, through the NFL. He couldn't even be good. Folks, we're not talking about, him not being one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, folks. We're just talking about, is he good? Is he even a decent quarterback in this league? And the answer is no, folks. He's absolutely abysmal, folks, as a quarterback. He's absolutely garbage. And he was training to be a quarterback his entire career. So Why do we think he's going to pan out to be a good tight end if he couldn't even train and practice day in, day out, year after year after year after year? I mean, folks, he was, in the Florida program with Urban Meyer. We know Urban Meyer's a good coach, so he's going to test, what Tim Tebow can do and make sure that he is on, his grind and getting it done in practice. So he trained year after year to be a good quarterback, but he never was. And now he's 9 years removed trying to do, ESPN, trying to do baseball, but now we think he's going to be a good tight end in this league. He's got no training. He's never played the tight end position before. And now we're all expected to, act like this man's good now? Come on, folks. So he was a garbage quarterback. That gives us no reason to believe that he's going to be a good tight end, folks. He had the practice to be a good quarterback, and he never was. All right, so that's kind of the first portion we have to talk about of Tim Tebow, the quarterback. He wasn't good, barely won a playoff game, garbage stats, comparing him to Ryan Leaf. Yes, he won a playoff game, but absolutely trash. And now the really next thing we have to look at is, will he be a good tight end? Different position. Maybe he'll be good. Maybe his kind of skill set would fit the tight end narrative. So let's get into that now. The first thing we have to look at, or the main thing we have to do now, is compare, just kind of Tim Tebow's frame. What does a tight end in this league look like right now? Well, it doesn't look like Tim Tebow. I can say that right off the rip. So here we go. Tim Tebow, he's 6'2", 236 pounds. He's also 33 years old, folks. Come on, man. Once again, 9 years removed. You're going to take a chance on somebody that's 9 years removed after we just had a draft and there's multiple undrafted free agents, not just this year, but for the last 9 years that have never got their shot. But you want to go with Tim Tebow? Come on. So let's go back here. Tim Tebow, 6'2", 33 years old. Is there any tight ends in the NFL that looks like Tim Tebow? Well, let's see. So keep in mind, 6'2", 33 years old. So here we go. I've got the starting lineup of every single team of their tight ends in the league. So let's go through them all right here. First one up, Mark Andrews with Baltimore, tight end. Let's see what Mark Andrews is like. He's 6'5", 25 years old, in his prime. Alrighty. Dawson Knox of Buffalo, the starting tight end. 6'4", 24 years old, in his prime, taller than Tim Tebow. Drew Sample from Cincinnati, 6'4", 25 years old. Austin Hooper from Cleveland, a good one, a real good one. Solid tight end here. 6'4", 26 years old. Did he have 1,000 yards last season? Let's quickly look at that. He had... How many yards did he have last season? Only 435. He had 787 in 2019. So, that's what you have to do to get, close to 1,000 yards. You've got to be a tall wide receiver in this league, and that's what Tim Tebow's not. But let's keep going here. Noah Fant from Denver, tight end. How tall is he? 6'4", 23 years old. Jordan Akins, tight end from Houston, 6'4", 29 years old. Jack Doyle from the Colts. He's been there for a long time. He's 6'6", 31 years old. 6'6", folks. Let's go to Chris Manhertz, who Jacksonville currently has as their starting tight end in this league. He is 6'6", 29 years old. And they've got 4 other tight ends. Let's look at all of them. James O'Shaughnessy, 6'4", 29 years old. Luke Farrell. These are all Jacksonville so far. 6'6". He's ageless. They don't even put his age here. Alrighty. Looks like he's a rookie. So maybe 22, 21. And he's 6'6", we just said, right? We just said 6'6"? 6'6". And you've got a 6'6" tight end, rookie tight end, and you're going to go back to Tim Tebow? Let's keep going here. Tyler Davis, tight end from Jacksonville. 6'4", 24 years old. So, folks, what are we even talking about here? Let's even keep going. Travis Kelce, the pinnacle of what a tight end should be. 6'5", and he's, in his prime of 31. Let's look at Travis Kelce's career stats, folks, because this is a true, tested, championship-winning tight end. This is how you get it done. 1,000 yards every single season for the last 5 years. 1,400 yards. One of the main receiving weapons for that Kansas City Chiefs team. Do you think Tim Tebow, 9 years removed from the sport, never playing tight end in his career, is going to do what Travis Kelce does? Because you have to if you want to win a ring, folks. He is proven talent tight end in this league. He's won the ring. 72% catch percentage last season, 1,400 yards, 6'5", tall, athletic, and fast. That's what you have to do to win a title in this league. I don't think at 33, out of his prime, because if you're telling me that Tim Tebow out of his prime is going to be better than Travis Kelce in his prime currently, you're out of your gourd, folks, truly. But let's keep going. Every single team here. Jared Cook, tight end for the Chargers. What is he? 6'5". He's 34. He's out of his prime. Aging out. Darren Waller of the Raiders. We don't even have to talk about his size. We know it. 6'6". He's 28, and we know he is the new breed of tight ends. We just saw Kyle Pitts get drafted from the Falcons. This is the direction of tight ends. This is the direction of tight ends. This is the direction that tight ends are heading in this league, folks. Tall, fast, basically just wide receivers lined up at the end of the line, folks. So Darren Waller, 6'6". Mike Gesicki, tight end for the Dolphins. 6'6", 25 years old. Jonnu Smith for the Patriots. 6'3", 225 years old. So, still taller than, Tim Tebow by that 1 inch. It's still, 1 inch. And we'll see what Jonnu Smith does this year for the Patriots. Let's go to Chris Herndon, tight end for the Jets, 6'4", 25 years old. Eric Ebron for the Steelers, a true, tested veteran out here. 6'4", and he's still only 28 years old, folks. Still has tons of years ahead of him. Anthony Fersker for the Tennessee Titans. Damn you, Tennessee. You have a 6'2" tight end? Let's see, does he work out? Has he ever worked out? He's got 4 years experience in this league. 6'2", tight end, 26 years old. What is his stats looking like? Nothing good. 200 yards, 300 yards, 204 yards, 225 yards. That's what he was doing these last 4 seasons. He's got 816 yards in 4 seasons at 6'2", where Travis Kelce at 6'5" has 1,400 yards just last season alone. So what are we talking about here, folks? That's just all the AFC tight ends. But does the NFC, do they do tight ends differently? Do they've got small kind of tight ends? So let's keep going here, folks. We're going through all the teams. I don't care. Max Williams, tight end for the Arizona Cardinals, 6'4", 27 years old. Kyle Pitts, Atlanta, the rookie. This was what's in the draft. 6'6", 20 years old. This is the direction that tight ends are heading. Not 6'2", 33-year-old ex-ball players, ex-quarterback. Stop this. But let's keep going. Dan Arnold, tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 6'6", 26 years old. Cole Kmet, tight end for the Chicago Bears. 6'6", 22 years old. See, even Matt Nagy can get the tight end position right. Blake Jarwin, tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. 6'5", 26 years old. TJ Hawkinson, tight end for the Detroit Lions, 6'5", 23 years old. Folks, do you get what I'm getting at? Robert Tonyan got to the NFC Championship game last year at 6'5", 27 years old. Keep going. Tyler Higbee for the Rams. Folks, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Robert Tonyan, Tyler Higbee, Travis Kelce. We haven't gotten to George Kittle yet. Rob Gronkowski. We haven't gotten to him yet. This is the pinnacle. This is what successful tight ends look like in this league. 6'6", in their prime, 20 years old, 28 years old was Tyler Higbee. Irv Smith, tight end for the Vikings. 6'2", 22 years old. What is he doing? Just kind of, career-wise. What is he putting up numbers-wise? 300 yards, 300 yards, 300 yards. Once again, in 3 seasons, 600 yards. 600 yards in 3 years, folks. 2 years officially. Why'd they do the 3-year average? Mixing me up. All right, so in two seasons, back-to-back 300 yards. That doesn't get it done in this league, folks. Have you kind of noticed the good tight ends we're talking about get to the, championship games, the best games? Tyler Higbee, Robert Tonyan, Travis Kelce, Irv Smith for the Vikings. They didn't even make the playoffs last season. Adam Troutman, tight end for the New Orleans Saints, 6'5", 24 years old. Evan Ingram for the Giants, 6'3", 26 years old. Dallas Goedert, tight end for the Eagles, 6'5", 26 years old. Gerard Everett, tight end for the Seahawks. We're almost done, folks. Hang tight with us. Let's get Gerard Everett. Let's get him up. This is not loading. That is not good. All right, let's skip him. Go to George Kittle. None of these are opening. This is not good. Are we even still live? It appears to be. These websites are not loading. So we may have to end that short a little bit. This is not good. All right, but you get what I'm reaching at, folks. You get what I'm saying is that Tim Tebow is not the size. Folks. He's got nothing that resembles what a starting great tight end in this league is ever. So what are we doing out here? So Tim Tebow is a garbage kind of prototypical tight end in this league. Everybody is better than him. Everybody is bigger than him. And now let's go to, since we've got that down, let's go to what else we got here? Where do I want to go next? This kind of threw me off a little bit because I don't even know if I'm still live now, and that's a little bit of a problem. But let's go to this. So he's not the protocol tight end player. We can also, is this loaded back yet? I don't like this. Alrighty, let's go here. So first of all, when he went to the Patriots, he didn't want to be the tight end, folks. We've got this article right here. This is from 2013, excuse me. After he left the Broncos because they didn't want him anymore because he was absolutely garbage. But don't expect Tim Tebow to line up at the tight end for the New England Patriots this season. The Patriots seem to have a need for bodies, with Rob Gronkowski still recovering from multiple surgeries and Aaron Hernandez embroiled in a murder investigation. Tebow has too much to learn as a quarterback for New England to consider adding tight end duties. Tebow has heard opinions that he may be better suited for a tight end throughout his NFL career, especially in the last year, during which he was largely ignored on the bench of the Jets. He has the frame and athleticism to potentially excel at this position. Tebow has yet to prove that he has the blocking and receiving abilities necessary. Folks, so this was in 2013. He did not have the skills of blocking and receiving necessary to be a tight end. Also, he has said consistently that he does not want to play tight end and that he wants to be maintained as a quarterback, folks. So what the hell, man? Every single year, it's something with Tim Tebow. I want to go play baseball. I want to be a tight end. It's every single year different, and it's not a good look. It looks desperate, and I would not want that in my locker room. So, in 2013, he didn't want to be a tight end, wanted to stay as, a quarterback. And, I found this little video here of him, working out with the Patriots in kind of, practice, and just look at his size, folks. Once again, he was undersized at the quarterbacks of the Patriots. Look at this. This is Tom Brady right here. Look at the size difference. Undersized at a quarterback couldn't make it work, and that's Tom Brady. And this is the number 2 quarterback here for the Patriots as well, still undersized. So Tim Tebow, the third stringer in practice for that Patriots team, undersized at the quarterback position, the position that he was practicing his entire career to play. And once again, we just ran through all the tight ends in the league, and he's once again undersized. He got cut. He didn't even play for the Patriots, folks. If y'all remember, he got signed to the Patriots to come in and work out, and then remember Tim Tebow had an endorsement lined up, and Bill Belichick said, no, you can't do that. So Tim Tebow didn't do that, and then a couple of weeks later, he got cut from the Patriots. Remember, folks? Funny. He's trash, folks. So why are we even talking about this, man? And let's just end it right here. with this, the AFC divisional round, because, folks, Tom Brady went to Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski a lot in this game. So let's see what a tight end was doing against what tight ends were looking like when, Tim Tebow was playing against them. And let's watch Tim Tebow as a quarterback, because it's still funny here. As we said, 35% completion percentage in this game. So here we go. First play up. This is Tom Brady. Is he going to a tight end here? That's Rob Gronkowski. First play. There it is. Bingo, bango. Picking up the first down. Catching the ball. Here we go, handing it off to Aaron Hernandez in the backfield, and then he goes and runs 50 yards for the score, folks. Is Tim Tebow going to be as fast and as strong as Aaron Hernandez? He didn't get the score, but he's down, to the 7-yard line. A 45-yard run here. Is Tim Tebow going to be this fast at 33 years old, 9 years removed from the sport, folks? Because this is what Aaron Hernandez was doing, in his kind of prime of tight end, and we know that Tim Tebow's out of his prime at that age of 33. Tom Brady back in the red zone. Not going to a tight end, but let's watch Tim Tebow as a quarterback here. 3rd and 5. Escaping the pocket. That's some good speed there. I'm not going to lie. That was impressive by Tim Tebow. That was a good run by Tim Tebow. So maybe he'll have the speed, but once again, the size, the catching ability, folks, we don't even know if he can catch a ball. We don't know if he can catch a ball, folks, and he wants to be a tight end. All right, here he goes, dropping back, fumbling the ball, loosey-goosey with the ball, but this man wants to be, holding on to the ball as a tight end, knowing that he's going to have to, chip off blocks and take big hits, deliver big hits, but he can't even hold on to the ball. He can't even hold on to the ball. Fumble Rooney over here. And then we're back to Tom Brady in this game, throwing 2 tight ends. Rob Gronkowski over the middle, sure hands, can barely get brought down. The only reason that he's brought down is because he held onto his leg. I mean, he's tall. You can't bring him down. We know Rob Gronkowski has an incredible career. And then look at this one. You're telling me Tim Tebow can do this? You're telling me Tim Tebow can do this in the end zone? Bobble the ball, maintain concentration on the ball, dive for the ball, come up with the ball 2 feet in bounds, elbows in bounds before you're going out of bounds for the touchdown. You're telling me that Tim Tebow's going to be able to do this? Come on. Look at this. Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, folks. Fantastic work there by Rob Gronkowski. What else do we get? Now Tim Tebow back on the field, handing the ball off. So let's skip this play. Here he is, passing the ball. Little low. Got it off, though. Actually, no. Incomplete pass. So, unfortunate there. 4th and 5 now. Bad pass because look how low this is. Look how low that ball is. So, another kind of garbage drive. Then it's Tom Brady back to pass here. He's going back to tight ends. Ooh, he's throwing a pick there. That's not good. That ain't good. Can Tim Tebow capitalize off this pick? Can he do something right? Can he finally do something good? Here we go, 3rd and 3 at the 17-yard line. There he goes. Well done. Getting down into the red zone. Let's see if he can capitalize off with the touchdown now in the red zone. What do we get? Tim Tebow handing off the ball. And then they score. So Tim Tebow just delivering the ball, getting a pick at basically at the 20-yard line, helping him out. Then it's Tom Brady going back to pass. No tight end there. Here we go, Aaron Hernandez back in the backfield, 9-yard run, fantastic. In the red zone, Tom Brady. Rob Gronkowski able to finish over the middle. A score wide open. Fantastic. Now we're back to garbage. Tim Tebow dropping back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, gets brought down for the sack. 2nd and 14. Can't even do the read option right. I mean, you hand this ball off. Why don't you hand this ball off? He can't even read the read option right, folks. He can't even read the read option right as a quarterback gets brought down for another 10 yards for the sack. Trash! There we go. Tom Brady going down to not a tight end there. Alrighty, what else do we get here? Tim Tebow back on the field, 3rd and 5. Can't even pick up a first down. Can't even throw the ball accurately, wide open on 3rd and 5 to be competitive in this game. Look at trash. Look at that trash throw, jeez. And then it's Tom Brady back on the field, the GOAT, putting up 28 points in the first half, no problem. Can he put up more? Yes, he does. Rob Gronkowski wide open over the middle. Big shot. Knows he's going to take a big shot heading over the middle. And you're telling me Tim Tebow's going to do this, folks? Come on. No way. He doesn't have the size. Look at the size that Rob Gronkowski has on these defenders. Wide open. Fantastic. Come on, folks. It's just so different. These parallels are so different, folks, and I cannot see that Tim Tebow's going to work. Absolutely not, folks. Absolutely not. Alrighty, what else do we get here? What else do we go to? All right, I guess we can finish up with this right here because this really puts it all into context right here. So Des Bryant gets on Twitter, and this is what Des Bryant has to say about Tim Tebow probably getting back in the league. This is what Tim Tebow tweeted, or Des Bryant tweeted. So Tebow haven't played an NFL game in damn near a decade, and it's that simple. No hate, but you got to be kidding me. As agree. As it's as simple as that he can just walk on and instantly after 9 years removed can just walk on to an NFL field just like that. And then he says this as well. Regarding my last post, I knew it would cause controversy, and that was just to get your attention. This is not a slight at Tebow. Once again, exactly what we're saying. We're not banging on Tim Tebow. We're knocking what the hell is going on in this league because it makes no sense, folks. It's not like he was a good quarterback and, all right, he was a legend in this league, took a couple years off, no worries, but he was good when he played. He was never good when he played, and now he's 9 years removed. I'm happy for Tebow, and I want to see everyone succeed. I am saying to wake up and see what goes on and take care of yours. Pay attention to what goes on around us and look deeper between the lines. This is why I preach unity in black society and taking care of us, lifting each other up. It's more than getting together and running routes and casually linking up. It's about truly connecting and connecting to build and create, controlling what we can control, and building our community. Alrighty. But once again, the point of just Tim Tebow can just instantly walk on. And, there is a lot of comparisons of Tim Tebow and Colin Kaepernick. I can't get into that debate anymore because Colin Kaepernick, he took the settlement, folks. Like this notion that Colin Kaepernick he can't, folks. He cannot get back in the league. He signed the NDA. He got paid a lot of money, and there was a reason why it's an undisclosed amount of money why he had to sign the NDA, because there's clear evidence, folks. It was clear to everybody that he was getting blackballed from the NFL. So that's why there was an undisclosed settlement. He got paid, folks, a ton of money. I can't guarantee because I don't know, but I would strongly suggest that it's upwards of 50 to $100 million. That's the range that Colin Kaepernick got paid. They need hush money, folks. There's some things that would just ruin the NFL, concussion stats and CTE stats. There's a ton of money that the NFL pays to keep all that science hush hush. Colin Kaepernick getting blackballed, that would have just, if that officially got confirmed, just like CTE, we all know it's there, but if it officially gets 100% confirmed, then it's the end of the NFL, folks. So, that's why I don't want to get into this kind of, sucker debate of, Colin Kaepernick's not even back in the league. Well, because he can't, folks. He cannot. He literally cannot. It's in his contract what he got paid. Whatever he signed to get paid for the hush-hush money, it's in there that you can never return back to this game as anything. A coach, a player, anything. You cannot be back in this league. So try not to get caught up in that kind of debate. The principle still stands of the debate. I understand that. But, just using him as the example, it's not the best look just because of those kind of what has happened. There are different circumstances. And then this guy puts it absolutely fantastic. This man's tweet puts it absolutely 1,000%. Like, this is it, folks. Like, this is the tweet. This is it. Here it is. So shout out to this man, the anonymous nobody at L_budget. This is what he tweets. Tim Tebow gets treated like a make-a-wish kid. All his athletic fantasies have come to life. Want to play quarterback in the NFL? Sure. Want to be a baseball player? Grab a bat, Timmy. Want one more shot in the NFL as a tight end? Well, let's teach you a route tree, Timmer. So, yes, he's basically a make-a-wish kid, folks. Whatever he wants to do. You want to do ESPN? You want to be an analysis? You want to be a quarterback in this league? You want to play for the Patriots? We can try to get you to play for the Patriots. We can try to do that. You want to play baseball? Exactly what this man says. Go and do that. You want to be 9 years removed from the NFL and come back as a tight end? Sure, why not? So 1,000%, this man says it to the point, folks. This is it, folks. Like I said, that's the tweet. And now there's a rumor here, Bleacher Report, Gridiron tweets, there's a rumor, quote, not everybody in the Jaguars building is thrilled with team signing Tim Tebow. Yes, why would anybody want this man on your team? 9 years removed, overprivileged guy that gets whatever the hell he wants, whenever the hell he wants. He went out and kind of talked out against paying college players for their likeness when all those universities were cashing in on those players. Tim Tebow went on ESPN and openly criticized it when this man was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, never had to worry about a dime in his entire life, and he went out there and said, hey, these college kids don't deserve to get any money. This is a mistake. We should not be doing this. So, of course, nobody would even respect this man as a human being. Why would you even respect this man as a player alone? He's never succeeded in this league, now 9 years removed. These guys in the locker room knows the grind, knows what it takes to get it done every single year consistently, knows the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the blood, everything that goes into football to be good just for one game, 1 week to be good. It takes your whole body for an entire week. And we're talking year after year after year to be consistent. And Tim Tebow hasn't been in that work ethic for the last 9 years. So please spare us with this Tim Tebow garbage. He's garbage. He will not work as a tight end. This is the worst decision ever to be made. Now, if this is just for publicity for the Jaguars, then I don't respect Urban Meyer, because this is not the publicity that you want. This is not good publicity. First year as a head coach, you already had good publicity coming in. You got Trevor Lawrence, you got Travis Etienne. There was no bad publicity coming around the Jaguars organization. Everybody loves Urban Meyer. He was, the crown jewel in college, folks. Him and Nick Saban. Everybody loves this man. So there was no negative press. There was no, we got to get, bad news off of us, so let's go sign Tim Tebow. So if it's for publicity, I don't respect Urban Meyer, and now I can't even root for him this season because this is garbage. This is garbage, folks. To even think about signing this man is truly garbage. And then if you actually do it, we can't even respect him then, because what the hell are we doing out here? We just did 46 minutes on why this man is absolutely garbage. So Tim Tebow, man, in the NFL, it won't work. It won't work, man. 6'2" tight end? What are we doing? Did y'all just see the number 4 overall pick in this year's draft, Kyle Pitts? That's a tight end. That's the future of tight ends in this league, folks. Not 6'2" garbage quarterbacks that, have not played in 9 years and now are coming back to the league for some reason. So, Tim Tebow, folks. The hell is going on? What the actual hell is going on in this league? Absolutely garbage. 1,000% garbage. 1,000% ridiculous to even talk about. And here we are talking about it. Alrighty, now we can move off of that. The first story of the day, going 47 minutes. Jeez Louise. I don't even know if we're still live. I don't even know if we recorded the last 15 minutes. I'm hoping we did. So we'll see. Alrighty, I don't even know what to do now. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. And I do want to get into the NBA from last night. We may save most of these stories for tomorrow. So let's get into the NBA from last night, since I don't even know if I'm live. I can't even double check. I guess I can double check. This is this Tim Tebow stuff is really Says we're live. That's good. Says we are live. Alrighty. Well, let's just keep going here with the NBA. Video may not be live, but I don't need the video to be live. I don't need the video to be live. We just need the video after to download. Alrighty. So here we go. Let's get into the NBA from last night. Actually, we have to talk about this first because, oh my God, so many things to talk about. All right, so Russell Westbrook last night, obviously the new triple-double champion, 182 in his career. Absolutely fantastic. Beat, who was it? Oscar Robinson? Am I getting it right? I think I butchered that. But he goes to number 1 in the triple-double categories. Absolutely fantastic. But, that just kind of, signifies, the totality of what Russell Westbrook is, because Last night the Wizards lose to the Hawks by 1. Yes, he gets to triple-double, but it doesn't results into wins, folks. I mean, this is classic. This last night encapsulated Russell Westbrook to a T. Triple-double, close game, last shot doesn't result in a win. And we try not to knock Russell Westbrook here because of the heart and the energy and just the passion that we see him play every single minute. Nobody else plays like him, so I try not to knock him for that because I respect the hell out of that. But the triple doubles, it doesn't result into wins, folks, and that's the biggest knock on Russell Westbrook. Yes, he's a great talent, but we need to see wins. And we're not even talking about championship wins. We're just talking about regular season wins, folks. First round playoff wins. That's what we're talking about. And his play just unfortunately does not do that. So obviously, congratulations, Russ Westbrook, 1,000%. But still lost last night. Let's get these get the seeding up here. I want to do this. Can I do this? Alrighty. So just with the, I can't refresh. So that's the problem I'm having. If I refresh, it could be bad. May not come back. So I can't refresh these standings. I think I did do it before we went live. Wizards, now I don't think I did because they're still 15. Alrighty, so let's see if I can get it up. I guess I can just try to do it on here. NBA standings. See if this loads. This loads. All right, cool. Word. All right, so, yeah, now the Wizards are back down to that 10th seed now. They got to the 9th seed the other day. They had the ability to try to climb up to that number 8th seed, but now they're back at that number 10 seed because Russell Westbrook unfortunately couldn't get it done himself. Now, still no Bradley Beal from last night, so truly unfortunate there. I get it. But yeah, Russell Westbrook, man, absolutely congratulations, but it doesn't translate to a win. Classic. So let's talk about it last night. Let's get into the NBA here. Wizards, Hawks last night. Hawks win 125-124 over the Wizards. So we can start here with the Hawks. They ended up winning by 1. Russell Westbrook at the end of the game has that last second shot. I think I can bring it up. Let's see if we can bring it up here. Fourth quarter. Last shot. Buzzer beater attempt. Here we go. I think I can pull this up. Fantastic. I think I can. We'll see if it loads, which it may not. That's the problem we're having right now, folks. Alrighty, and we have to be a little delicate because I don't want to lose the Tim Tebow piece that we just talked about for 47 minutes. I would like to not to do that again. I thought it went over pretty well. All right, we can't watch the last shot, unfortunately. But, oh, shoot, now we can't even talk about the game. I think I closed it. That's not good. All right, so we're not going to be able to talk about this Hawks-Wizards game now. Oh, no, it did load. All right. All right, hold on with us. I know it's a wacky episode. The internet today has not been the best with us. I had to restart it 5 times while I was doing the research because it kept cutting in and out. So please bear with us as long as the Tim Tebow stuff got truly recorded. That's the only thing we're really worried about right now. But let's go back to this Wizards-Hawks game. Let's get this back up. So here we go. The Hawks, Trae Young, 36 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Fantastic. He shot 1 of 7 from 3. Not good, but everything else is there. Got to the line 13 times. Bogdanovich still on his bullshit, folks. 25 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds on 7 of 12 from 3. Still getting it done. Clint Capella, 10 points, 22 rebounds. Yes, sir. Get it done. John Collins, 28 points, 8 rebounds. Fantastic. I mean, this starting lineup has truly started to emerge fantastic here for this Hawks team. Bogdanovich stepping it up. John Collins, they're both healthy, both stepping it up consistently, and that's exactly what this team needs. Now, Kevin Huerter in the starting lineup, not really good last night at the 3. 7 points on 25% shooting on 12 shots, 1 of 6 from the 3. So nothing good there. And then off the bench, once again, a little bit of a flounder here. Danilo Gallinari, only 8 points. He only took 7 shots. Lou Williams, 2 points on 5 shots, not getting it done. So the bench, still a little bit of a question mark, but as long as these great shooters of Trae Young, Bogdanovich, John Collins can get it done consistently for the starting lineup, they're not going to need the bench too much, and that's kind of where we see all their wins coming from. So well done for the Hawks last night to kind of hang on to the win. And the Wizards, without Bradley Beal, still kept it close, and a lot of players stepping up fantastic here. So let's shout them out. Obviously, Russell Westbrook does his thing, 28 points, 21 assists, 13 rebounds, only 3 turnovers, so wonderful job there. Raul Neto at the 2, a little lackluster night, 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Definitely could have been a little bit better, especially without Bradley Beal in the lineup. Alex Len, 2 points, 3 rebounds, classic Alex Len. Rui Hachimura, he stepped it up pretty decently here, 20 points, 3 rebounds, we'll take that. Garrison Matthews, 3 points on only 2 shots, but this bench got it done. Davis Bertans, 15 points, 4 rebounds, yes sir, 5 of 9 from 3, well done. Ish Smith, 16 points, 3 rebounds, and Robin Lopez, 18 points and 3 rebounds again. So, well done. We got some nice offensive production. This was kind of our big worry about the Wizards going into last night is without Bradley Beal, where is those kind of, extra 30 points going to come from? And the bench steps it up. So, close game, just truly unfortunate. Russell Westbrook cannot get it done with that last kind of buzzer beater 3-point. I think it was a 3-pointer. I would love to get this up. It was a 3-pointer. Oh, we're loading. Oh, fantastic. Here we go. Here's the shot from last night. Russell Westbrook. Definitely I want him taking the shot. I don't want anybody else. Maybe Davis Bertans, maybe. But, a little bit of a rush shot, just a little bit. Maybe just try to rush in a little bit, drive in a little bit. You still have 2 seconds, and we know Russell Westbrook is the king of, the drive and the twist to kind of finish at the rim. So this kind of 3-point attempt, not going to knock it. It was his night. He was feeling it. Past, the number 1 leader of the triple-doubles. So just unfortunate it doesn't fall, man. Just truly unfortunate because this would have just put the cherry on top of the cherry of last night, honestly. So, all right, that's the Wizards and the Hawks. Truly unfortunate by the Wizards last night. The Hawks, do they move up any in the seedings? They are still the 5th seed. Knicks still have the half a game over them. So, well done for the Hawks last night to get the win. Alrighty, now the Pacers and the Cavs here. Pacers get the win, a huge win for them, knowing that, the Wizards lost. So now the Pacers back at the 9th seed. They're the ones with a game out from the AC to potentially have 2 chances at the play-in tournament or the playoffs. So here we go. The Pacers last night. Karis LeVert at the 1. Edmund Sumner at the 2, Doug McDermott at the 3, O'Shea Brissett at the 4, and Sabonis at the 5. So a little bit of a mix-up here. Justin Holiday coming off the bench. So Karis LeVert at the 1, 20 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. He had a pretty good night last night. Edmund Sumner at the 2 did not get it done. 2 points, 2 rebounds on 1 of 5 from the field. Domantas Sabonis, 21 points, 9 assists, 20 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 blocks. Great night. Can always count on him. He's their only good player on this team. So, O'Shea Brissett at the 4, 8 points on 100% shooting. That's good. Doug McDermott, 13 points, 2 rebounds. The bench here for the Pacers, Justin Holiday, 11 points, 3 rebounds. TJ McConnell, 10 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. And then Kellen Martin, 25 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. Well done. Took 16 shots, hit 68%, and gave us the 25 points. So a huge lift that they needed offensively over this Cavs team. And anybody good on this Cavs team? Colin Sexton, 25 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Can always count on him. Jared Allen, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Isaac Okoro, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Dean Wade, 19 points, 22 rebounds. Wow. They were rebounding last night. Alrighty. But still come up a little short there. So the Pacers get the win. Alrighty, then we get the Pelicans and the Grizzlies now. The Pelicans lose against the Grizzlies. Not a good look for this Pelicans team. Now kind of definitely done. Are they 100% done now? 2.5 games back from the Spurs team now. The Spurs winning last night against the Bucks. I would say it's probably 100% over now for this Pelicans team. It's 100% over for this Kings team. So the Grizzlies and the Spurs really kind of these last 2 seeds at 9 and 10. We'll see if the Grizzlies can move up to the 8. We see the Grizzlies a half a game back from that Warrior spot at number 8. The Warriors also did just win last night. So a lot of, key teams winning to really kind of knock out some other teams. So well done for the Grizzlies to get the win. Let's talk about them first. John Morant, 12 points, 12 assists, 3 rebounds. Dylan Brooks at the 2, filling in for, Grayson Allen. So they moved Dylan Brooks to the 2. They moved Jaren Jackson Jr. to the 4. So Dylan Brooks, 23 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr., 12 points, 7 rebounds. Kyle Anderson, 14 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Getting it done. All the starters, very well done. And then off the bench, nothing great individually, but everybody just kind of stepping it up. I mean, Desmond Bane put up 6 points, 5 assists. We get Brandon Clark, 8 points, 4 rebounds. DeAnthony Melton, 5 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Tyus Jones, 4 points. John Concher, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and then even Xavier Tillman, the 2 points. So nice shooting there by the Grizzlies. Very well done by the starters. And then for the Pelicans, once again, without Steven Adams and Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. So still just Lonzo Ball and Eric Bledsoe at the 1 and 2, Najee Marshall at the 3, James Johnson at the 4, and Willie Hernangomez at the 5. And they all had pretty good games out here. Lonzo Ball, 12 points, only 3 assists, 8 rebounds. That's good. Didn't take a lot of shots last night, but still need to facilitate the floor a little bit. Eric Bledsoe, 11 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Willie Hernangomez, 15 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. James Johnson, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Najee Marshall, 12 points, 11 rebounds. So nobody did spectacular. Nobody stepped up to be kind of that number one scorer on this Pelicans team, and it definitely hurts them. Lonzo Ball has to step up and be that guy. I mean, he wants to be that guy when it's Zion Williamson and, Brandon Ingram out on the floor together. So why is he not doing it when, he's actually the number one superstar out on the floor? I don't get that. So a little bit of a disappointing game by Lonzo Ball. Nickeil Alexander-Walker led the team in scoring off the bench. I got a lot of pushback when I said this before he got injured, that he was better than Lonzo Ball for this team, and I got a lot of pushback, but here we are, his second game back, I think, and, led the team in scoring, 18 points. He was a +6 on 24 minutes on the floor. He had 6 assists, more assists than Lonzo Ball in less minutes, more points in less minutes. So what are we talking about here, man? Oh my goodness, today on the show, we are just having difficulty after difficulty. Knocking out the headphones, dropping my water cap, the internet potentially cutting out. But we're back. We're good now. So let's keep it up. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, good game. And Jackson Hayes, another good game by him again. 13 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. So fantastic work there by those 2 good players that we like to root for this Pelicans team. So Pelicans unfortunately come up a little short. Lose by 5, 115-110. Alrighty, let's keep moving on to the Bucks and the Spurs now. The Bucks, a little bit of a not good game here. And, another reason, why the Spurs team, they're just kind of, mysterious, man. They go and beat the Bucks kind of handily by like 20 points, folks. 146-125 win for the Spurs team. So let's start with the Spurs. Who got it done? Everybody. DeMar DeRozan, 20 points. Keldon Johnson, 20 points. Jacob Poeltl, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Lonnie Walker, 19 points, 4 rebounds. DeJounte Murray, 21 points, 9 assists. Off the bench, Patty Mills, 20 points. Rudy Gay off the bench, 19 points, 5 rebounds. Devin Vassell off the bench, 10 points. So everybody scoring in bunches. Fantastic. We really don't get that by the Spurs. We don't get, great production here from the bench. It's like one player, either, Rudy Gay, Patty Mills, Drew Eubanks. This time it's, Devin Vassell with Patty Mills and Rudy Gay. So the bench really getting it done for the Spurs last night. Something that we really don't see ever for that Spurs team. And then the Bucks last night losing, not the greatest. All right, here we go. Giannis, 28 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 0 of 2 from the 3. Not great. Chris Middleton, 23 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Brook Lopez, 12 points, only 3 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo, 12 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. That's pretty good. 3 of 8 from 3, kind of average. And then Drew Holiday, 20 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. And then it's just the bench. Could not keep up scoring. The leading scorer off the bench was Bobby Portis, 13 points. But then we get Brian Forbes with 8. And then we get a lot of players with 3. PJ Tucker, 3 points. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, 3 points. And Sam Merrill, only 3 points. So the bench of the Spurs able to outperform the bench of the Bucks, and a huge win for this Spurs team to kind of solidify their spot there in the play-in tournament. And then the Bucks, just another loss there, kind of locking them into that number 3 seed. A win, potentially brings them up to the number 2 seed, but got to beat the Spurs, and they did not, and they stay at number 3. Alrighty, then the Warriors and the Jazz, and the Warriors get it done. Steph Curry sealing the game. We can go to this. Here we go. Seth Curry down to 116-114 over the Jazz, and he hits an absolutely money three, puts them up one, and that basically seals the game for them. So Seth Curry, man, absolutely, we know he's fantastic. Obviously, his three is automatic. Unfortunately, Russell Westbrook couldn't do this last night. Truly unfortunate, but man, oh man, Steph Curry, man, single-handedly getting it done. Having them at that, eighth seed for 2 chances at the playoffs, fantastic. Just single-handedly getting it done. So Steph Curry goes out and beats the Jazz. We told y'all to stay away from this game. It was Jazz -2. We thought it was kind of sucker value, and it ends up being sucker value. So just so you know, this is, what Steph Curry and the Warriors do. They step up to the occasion. That's why it's going to be dangerous to face them whenever you face them. Playing tournament, first round, second round, championship, finals. It's Steph Curry, man. He will get it done. He will always turn it on. So let's start here with the Warriors. Once again, no Kelly Oubre Jr. in there beating one of the best teams in the league, folks. I'll let y'all make of it what you will. Steph Curry, 36 points, 6 assists. He shot only 3 of 13 from 3. That one at the end of the game, clutch as clutch can be. He will always get it done. Kent Bazemore at the 2, 19 points, 2 of 7 from 3. Kevon Looney still the 5 points, 13 rebounds. Draymond Green, 12 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, getting it done. And then Andrew Wiggins, 14 points, 5 rebounds. What we can kind of expect from that man. Off the bench, anything great? Jordan Poole getting it done, 20 points off the bench in 18 minutes. Michael Mulder, 8 points on only 4 shots. And Juan Toscano Anderson, 5 points, 4 steals, 5 assists, 7 rebounds on 100% shooting. Only took 2 shots, hit them both. Bingo, bango for the 5 points. And he stuffed up the other stat sheet as well with the 4 steals, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. So great night here by this Warriors team. Well done. Without Kelly Oubre Jr. And now this Jazz team, once again, just really missing Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley. Joe Ingles, the starting point guard, only 5 points last night, 5 assists. He shot 1 of 6 from 3. Not good. Royce O'Neal still at the 2, 10 points. Rudy Gobert, 10 points, 16 rebounds. Georges Niang, 9 points on 28% shooting. And then Bogdanovic. We can always count on Bogdanovic, 27 points. Wasn't, the most efficient, 42% on 21 shots, but gave us the scoring to compete. Look at, Georges Niang, 9 points, Rudy Gobert, 10 points, Royce O'Neal, 10 points, Joe Ingles, 5 points. It's like there's no good scoring when there's no Donovan Mitchell, no Mike Conley to truly facilitate this floor. Joe Ingles, he's all right. He's a good shooter. He's not really a great point guard, but Bogdanovic, man, those Bogdanovic players, man, they shoot well every single game. So shout out to Bogdanovic doing his part. Jordan Clarkson doing his part off the bench, 41 points on 48% shooting on 33 shots. Unfortunately, doesn't translate to a win, and that's why I really don't want Jordan Clarkson to win 6 Man of the Year. It's like, yeah, he puts up a lot of points because nobody else really scores on this team, and he goes and makes it a point to score. He put up 33 shots. The second highest was Bogdanovic of 21. The third highest was 9 of Royce O'Neal, folks. So, he goes up and shoots the ball over and over and over again, 48%. It's all right on 33 shots. It's not the worst. But it didn't translate to a win. They lose this game. I don't know if I can give them 6 Man of the Year. And I don't want Joe Ingles to get 6 Man of the Year either. He's like second in voting, or second in kind of, odds according to, DraftKings, which, obviously we weigh heavy because they don't lose money. So I don't endorse Jordan Clarkson for 6 Man of the Year. But he got it done last night, 41 points, 7 rebounds. Unfortunately, still lost. Nobody else can score on this Jazz team. That's why we're a little kind of scared about this Jazz team without Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. Who's going to facilitate this floor to give everybody else the points? Because it's just Bogdanovic and Jordan Clarkson taking shot after 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 shot. Folks, they combined for 54 shots. 54 shots. They took 91 as a team, folks. So incredible. But the Warriors, very well done. Absolutely fantastic. Steph Curry is that man. And then the last game from last night, the Blazers and the Rockets. The Blazers 140-129 over the Rockets, getting the win. Fantastic. Damian Lillard, 34 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 6 of 11 from 3. CJ McCollum, 28 points, 7 assists, 6 of 10 from 3. Yusuf Nurkic, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Well done by those big three. Norman Powell, 28 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Everybody getting it done. And then Robert Covington at the 4, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and only 5 shots. Off the bench here for the Blazers, Derek Jones Jr., big time stepping it up, not playing a couple of games here by the coach's decision. 11 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. That's what we're talking about. Yes, sir. And it's Cantor off the bench, 6 points, 10 rebounds. Yes, sir. And then Anthony Simons, got to be better, man. 5 points on 1 of 6 from the field. Gosh darn. Need Anthony Simons to be good because we don't really have a lot of bench scorers here. Carmelo didn't play last night. They're able to get the win. So well done for the Blazers. Everybody really shooting well in that starting lineup. And then for the Rockets, anybody do good here? Leading scorer was DJ Augustine with 21 points, along with Kelly Olynyk still at the 5. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Daniel House Jr. back in the starting lineup, only 6 points. Jashawn Tate, 12 points. Kenyon Martin, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Off the bench, they had some nice production here off the bench. Armani Brooks, 18 points off the bench. Cameron Oliver, 13 points. And Kiera Thomas, 18 points and 5 assists off the bench. So well done for the Blazers last night, keeping their kind of playoff chances here in the playoffs. They're a game and a half above the Lakers for that 7th seed of the play-in tournament. So well done for the Blazers, winning at the end of the season, 8-2 in their last 10. They went through a little skid a couple of weeks ago, but they overcame it. 8-2, 6th seed in the West. Well done. Damian Lillard is consistently getting it done for this team. Alrighty, let's go to what's on tap tonight, and then we'll do our moneymaker, and then I think we are going to get out of here. But, all right, this is what we have for tonight. Great doubleheader as well on national television. But here we go. Nuggets, Hornets, Timberwolves, Pistons, Heat, Celtics, 7:30 TNT. A huge game here. The Heat just beat the Celtics the other night. They have a 2-game lead about the Celtics now. One more win here really solidifies it. It's really already kind of, almost wrapped up. But this game, can kind of, break the tiebreaker for the Celtics and only be a one game out from that 6th seed. So Celtics can really wrap up the 6th seed here tonight, potentially also kind of rival the Hawks for the 5th seed. I mean, the Hawks are only half a game up of the Heat for the 5th seed. And the Knicks are also only 1 game above the Heat. So the Heat still had the opportunity to jump up to that 4th seed, folks. That'd be huge for them. Home court advantage in the first round, getting, everything figured out with Victor Oladipo still out. So this is huge for the Heat tonight, folks. And for the Celtics, I mean, just to try to get into the playoffs, not in the playoff tournament. So huge games for both teams. Once again, the Heat took advantage the first time. So we'll see what the spread is in tonight's game. Then we get Clippers, Raptors, 76ers, Pacers, Nets, Bulls. Huge game for this Bulls team here. They are still having a possibility 2.5 games back from that 10th seed of the Wizards, and the Wizards just lost last night. So, hey, go ahead and make them pay, Bulls. Let's see what they can do. But, a tough opponent of the Nets, obviously. Mavericks, Grizzlies, Magic, Bucks, Suns, Warriors. Huge game for both teams. Suns to get back on track, Warriors to keep pace. Thunder, Kings, and then the Knicks, Lakers, 10 o'clock TNT. Huge game for this Knicks team. Once again, kind of fighting to keep that 4 seed, only a half a game ahead of the Hawks. So if they lose, they're going to be the 5th seed and not have home court advantage. The Lakers trying to catch the Blazers to be out of the play-in tournament. So a lot of things lying on the line here today in the matchups. So let's see what the value we can get here today. And let's see, I mean, we went 2-2 yesterday, folks. Wizards +8 and Pelicans +9. Wizards lose by 1. Pelicans lose by 2. Fantastic there. Bingo, bango. Hit them both yesterday. We're going to do it again tonight. Alrighty. Let's get these lines refreshed. Up to date as we see. Wizards +8, Pelicans +9. Feeling we did real good last night, obviously. Alrighty, so let's find where the value is tonight. So here we go. First game up, Nuggets in the Hornets. Nuggets -5.5, Hornets +5.5. This Nuggets team losing their last 2 games, not that great. For the Nuggets, Will Barton is out. Monte Morris is the game time decision. Aaron Gordon is the game time decision. PJ Dozier is out. Then for the Hornets, Cody Martin is out. Devontae Graham is the game time decision, and Miles Bridges is out. So I'm going to stay away from this one. Got to see the Nuggets kind of get back on track here. These last 2 games losing is definitely not the greatest look for them. So we'll just watch this game. No real great value. Hope that the Nuggets can get back on track with a win here. Alrighty, Timberwolves and Pistons. Timberwolves -7, Pistons +7. Alrighty, for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley's out. Juancho Hernangomez is a game-time decision. And then for the Pistons, Wayne Ellington out. Mason Plumlee out. Rodney McGruder out. Corey Joseph out. Jeremy Grant out. Frank Jackson game-time decision. Josh Jackson, game-time decision. Dennis Smith is out, and Hamidou Diallo is out as well. So, Timberwolves, you know we love them. Swallowing 7. It should be simple. We missed the value with them on the Magic the other night when they were -7.5 and blew them out by like 20 plus. But this Pistons team always kind of sneaky. We got our value with the Timberwolves. Let's not try to push about swallowing points now. It should be fine. It should be good to take, but we will officially stay away from it. Alrighty, then the Heat and the Celtics. Heat -1.5, Celtics +1.5. Basically what the line ended at the first meeting. Victor Oladipo's out for the Heat. Everybody else is good to go. And Jaylen Brown, he's out for the season. I know we didn't talk about it today on the show because we were too busy talking about Tim Tebow, but that is something that we are going to talk about tomorrow. I mean, an absolute huge blow for the Celtics team. I mean, now Evan Fournier has to stay in the starting lineup. They're going to have no bench, so Aaron Nesmith and really Peyton Pritchard are really going to have to step it up 1,000% here off the bench because they're going to have no bench scoring, folks. It's just going to happen. Truly unfortunate there by Jaylen Brown being out for the season. Ugh, man, ugh. So, and then Robert Williams is also out. So we're going to take the Heat -1.5 again, folks. We had no problem taking it on Mother's Day. It was our our Mother's Day money maker special. Just that one game, Heat +1. We actually got great value on it. Heat +1.5, and then it ended at Heat -1.5 at tip-off. So we got the great value. We told the mothers. The mothers cashed in, and they had a great day. I saw all the mothers, and they all got paid. So fantastic. And then we're going to do it again tonight. I mean, there's no reason why this Celtics team can go and beat the Heat. The Heat blew them out in the first half and then, slowly started to chip back. Unfortunately, it was just too big of a lead to overcome. But, this Heat team -1.5. The news of Jaylen Brown being out for the season, going to deflate the locker room. Now we need Evan Fournier to be a consistent kind of 25-plus scorer every single night, and we know that he can't do that. He's only had a couple of good games here, like 3, maybe 4 good games as a Celtic. All the other games just either injured or just really lackluster, shooting like 1 of 10. So we'll take the Heat -1.5 here. They can still get up to that 4th seed, folks. You don't think Jimmy Butler wants that? Jimmy Butler is a dog, folks, truly. So Heat -1.5. And that was a compliment. That wasn't a knock of calling Jimmy Butler a dog. I mean, he's a dog, folks, in the best sense of all the term of the term. Let's go to this one. Clippers, Raptors. Clippers -13.5. Raptors +13.5. Raptors no longer can make the postseason, so nothing to play for. So we'll probably stay away from that. A desperate team with nothing to play for, maybe a backdoor cover. 13 a little bit too much to kind of swallow here. For the Clippers, just Amir Coffey and Serge Ibaka out. Kyle Lowry out for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet out. Pascal Siakam. They know the season's over, folks. So Clippers should have no trouble winning, but we will not take the spread there too much. Nets, Bulls. Nets -4.5. Bulls +4.5. Bulls at home. A huge game for this Bulls team. Chris Chiazza and James Harden are out for the Nets. Daniel Tice, a game-time decision for the Bulls. And Troy Brown, also a game-time decision. Alrighty, what beats the Nets? Just beef down low, and they got Vucevic. We'll see if he's able to get it done. We got Thaddeus Young at the 4. We'll see if he's able to get it done against, DeAndre Jordan. But this is a must-win game for the Bulls here. We're going to take that. We get 4.5 points. They may not win the game, but this is a must-win game, so we feel good about betting it for the right reasons. Plus, we get 4.5 points. All they have to do is go out and execute. We'll see if they do, but we'll ride them to get the win tonight. Bulls +4.5. Alrighty, 76ers and the Pacers. 76ers -6. Pacers +6. Oh, boy. If everybody's good here for the 76ers, we're going to take this all day. That's great value. Alrighty, here we go. For the 76ers, Joel Embiid is a game time decision. What the hell is up with that? Matisse Thybulle is out and Furkan Korkmaz is out. And then for the Pacers, Jeremy Graham, a game time decision. Malcolm Brogdon, game time decision. Jakar Sampson, game time decision. And Miles Turner is obviously still out. But let's see if we can get any more solid information on Joel Embiid, because if he's good to go, we're going to take that all day. Alrighty, where is this man? Any news on this man? Where are you? Joel Embiid. Come on, give us something. Give us something. Probable, questionable, something more than game time decision, please. And it does not look like we are seeing anything. Unfortunate. Oh. Nope. No. Ben Simmons, he's good to go. Obviously, we know. We just said that. Joel Embiid is questionable. So, same thing. Questionable game time decision. And that was like 20 hours ago. That was the latest update, 19 hours ago. But, yeah, we're going to take the 76ers team. We don't care about this Pacers team, folks. They're absolutely not. They're underwhelming as heck. And the spread just went down. Wow, a lot of people are taking the Pacers plus 6.5. Interesting. But now the new spread is 76ers minus 5.5. We'll take that. Very interesting here. I wonder if Joel Embiid is now going to play or now not going to play. That's kind of, a reason why, a lot of people would be hammering the Pacers plus 6. I get that, it's a must-win game for them to kind of keep the 9th seed. I get all of that. But they are in a back-to-back. This 76ers team trying to kind of capitalize on, the number 1 seed. This Pacers team is nothing great. They're going to have Sabonis down low, but everybody else is just lackluster time and time again. They can never beat the best team, so we will take the 76ers minus 5.5. Alrighty, then we get the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. Mavericks minus 1.5, Grizzlies plus 1.5. Alrighty, real close spread here. Alright, Porzingis is still out for the Mavericks. Tyrell Terry is out, and Maxi Kleber's a game time decision. And then it's just Grayson Allen is out still. So, this Mavericks team trying to keep pace at the 5th seed. The Blazers can overtake them, unfortunately, if they lose tonight, potentially. And then for, who are they facing? The Grizzlies, just at 5, basically 2 games of 500, trying to keep that 9th seed, potentially get up to the 10 or the 8th seed. So 2 huge games for both of these teams. The Grizzlies can beat the Mavericks. The Grizzlies can't beat the best teams, but this Mavericks team is still a solid team. But tight spread here, no great value. I think we just stay away from it. All right, Magic Bucks. Magic plus 13, Bucks minus 13. We're not going to take that, folks. The Bucks just lost against the Spurs last night, so that's why we don't like those large spreads. So we'll stay away from Magic Bucks. Lakers, Knicks. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Here we go. Knicks plus 5.5, Lakers minus 5.5. For the Knicks, Alec Burks is a game time decision. For the Lakers, LeBron is out. So Knicks plus 5.5. That's all we need to see. Yes, sir. Give us those points. Absolutely. They always keep the games close against the best teams. It doesn't matter. They stay in every single game they are in. So Knicks plus 5.5 is tremendous value. We will take that all day. Anthony Davis, a game time decision. Dennis Schroeder is still out. Come on, folks. Come on. Knicks plus 5.5 is fantastic. Kyle Kuzma, game time decision. Taylor Horton-Tucker, game time decision. So, Knicks plus 5.5 is tremendous value. They get it done, folks. They keep games close. They want to try to keep pace at the 4th seed. They know they could potentially lose the 4th seed against the Hawks, folks. So, or this one's up to date. Only half a game above the Hawks here. So a huge game here for the Knicks. They will keep it close. We get 5.5 points. Tremendous value. Best value of the night. There it is. Knicks plus 5.5. Alrighty, Suns and Warriors. Suns minus 5, Warriors plus 5. Once again, the Warriors rise to the occasion. They just got it done last night. For the Suns, Cameron Johnson is out. For the Warriors, Kelly Oubre Jr. is still out. Damian Lee is a game-time decision, and Eric Paschall is a game-time decision. Now, a huge game for the Warriors last night against the Jazz. They step up to the occasion. Another huge game for the Warriors tonight. It's really going to be hard for them to get up to the 7th seed. It's really probably not going to happen. And it's really not going to happen that they can get up to the 6th seed. So it's going to be play-in tournament for this Warriors team is just, do they get one chance at it or do they get two chances at it? That's really what it's going to come down to. But we're going to take the Warriors +5. They keep it close. They keep the games close. And Curry, they have the unlimited 3-point barrage whenever he wants. That's really going to hurt the Suns if their scoring department is lackluster besides of Devin Booker. And we just saw that the other night. That's why they lose the game. So Warriors +5, we're going to take that as well. And then the last game of the night, the Thunder and the Kings. Thunder +10.5, Kings -10.5. These two teams are trash teams. We do not bet these trash teams, and so we will stay away from it. Thunder are actively tanking. Kings, I don't even think if they're even mathematically possible to still get into the play-in tournament. It's just they're three games back, and it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's like 4 or 5 games left for everybody. Not going to happen. So Kings, Thunder, we're going to stay away from that. That spread is just nothing great. All right, so here it is, a moneymaker extravaganza. We got 5-teamer here. Heat -1.5, Bulls +4.5, 76ers -5.5, Knicks +5.5, and the Warriors +5. Knicks +5.5 is the best value of the night, though, and I really do like the Warriors +5 as well. So, and the Heat -1.5, that's real good as well. Alrighty. So that's going to do it for us today. Let's see if there's any breaking news here. Any breaking news? What do we got? Nothing breaking. Nothing breaking. So tomorrow on the show, we'll talk about some of the stories that we didn't get to today. Some good ones as well. We had to talk about Tim Tebow for 40 minutes, folks. I don't know what you want from me. And then we'll try to get over to the NFC North to do their draft grades. Probably could have squeezed that in today, but was thrown off a little bit once the internet was going down a little bit. So we'll be refreshed, regrouped tomorrow, folks. Alrighty. We're back tomorrow, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And Tim Tebow, please, Urban Meyer, it's not too late. You did not sign him yet. Do not pick that man.